All right, hello YouTubers. Welcome back. Make sure if you want to follow my little journey about everything, make sure you like and subscribe. I'm also going to put like a referral thing down there. So if you put that referral thing down there and you make it through the school and everything, and you get your license, I'd be more than happy to talk to you about that. I'm going to have the link down in the description. But I just wanted to put this out there. This is like day 30. I've stopped by home because how my routes are. I'm going to be home for about 34 hours a week, so about a day and a half. Come in on Friday night, have the day at home Saturday, and then I kind of have the day almost on Sunday. And then come out Sunday evening is when I kind of get out and we go out to our first drop off. But it's like day 30. Everything's pretty dope. And if you guys have any questions, please let me know and send me a message or just a comment, and I'll be happy to answer any questions. Once you get past your license and you get on the road, my mentor doesn't drive out to Salt Lake. So I had to use a bus to get back from Salt Lake over here to Dallas. And I happened to do it right in the middle of the winter storm, which it wasn't even that bad. I mean, I'm not putting down people that live in Dallas, but if you live in Dallas and born here, you probably don't know how to drive in snow. It's not your fault, but there's not a lot of good drivers around here. So if you are driving around in Dallas and you're trucking through Dallas, I'd take your time. People are gonna push your buttons, and that's what we get paid for. I mean, I already dealt with that this last week driving. A ton of people cut me off. I mean, everything. So, but I'm home now. I'm about to go out on my second week. For the mentoring, you're gonna have to be doing 20 qualified days. At least, I'm pretty sure that's what it's up to now. The people at the school are gonna tell you about 150 to 180 hours. Yes, technically, that's what you have to do. But what the mentors are being told now are they're going to be qualifying days. So for 20 days, however long that takes you, you need to drive at least about 5.5 hours a day to make that a qualifying day. So if you did drive 4 hours, I mean, you're going to have to keep driving a little bit, and depends on how you guys' roads are going to be and routes and everything. It's fun though. I think it's cool. I have a dedicated route, so that is something where I am going to be home at least once a week. If you're over the road OTR, you probably won't be home for about 3 or 4 weeks, and you don't even have to come home. There are kind of cool concepts that you could do that, if you don't want to pay for rent, or you're by yourself, or you're single, or it's you and your girlfriend or boyfriend, and you're just getting into trucking. You technically could live out of the truck because you don't have to leave the truck. I mean, now with the mentor and everything, you're not really going to be able to stay with the truck, which you could if you wanted to. You really could. You just have to stay in the truck for the 32-hour reset if you're doing a dedicated. But if you're OTR, you have to request home time. So there's not really a specific time they tell you to go home. I mean, you could literally be on the road every day for the whole year, and you just live out of your truck. Another thing is I'd make sure you guys stay clean. I'm kind of going a week out, so I get to come home and kind of reset. But I would recommend, I mean, I could probably now, like, I brought way too many clothes, even to the school and for trucking. I could really last on, like, I have some 5'11" tactical pants I wear some tennis shoes, some Adidas. Then I'll bring a sweatshirt, depending on where the weather is, a sweatshirt, and a shirt. And I have a main like work outfit I wear, and I just kind of keep to that. And all you'd really need is some extra socks, underwear, and like, if you're out long enough, to start taking showers, like at truck stops and stuff, you definitely would want to do that. Also, if you stop by the Loves or whatever gas station places you guys go to, make sure you get the rewards cards, because you get to use those rewards when you fill up your tank. I mean, I know some of the rewards are like 500 gallons a week, or 250 gallons a week, 500, 1,000, 1,500, and 2,000. And so, if you can use your rewards for when you're gassing up. I mean, we just gassed up about half a tank, and the tanks on the trucks could hold about 90 gallons each. And so, if you spend, I think it's if you spend over like a certain amount, I don't know. You go to Love's, they'll tell you everything about it. But everything's going good. I'll be done with my my 20 days of qualified driving with a mentor about early March. So then I'll get rolling on my own to get the upgrade. Hopefully I will be able to get the upgrade in my home state. That way I don't have to go all the way to Salt Lake. It's not bad to go all the way to Salt Lake. It's just a lot of extra time. And my fleet doesn't drive all the way out there like that anyways. They've got some stuff going to Colorado, but they don't have anything going that far to Salt Lake. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have something to do with where I am living in my region. But yeah, so it's about day 30. So I'm about a few days in for some qualified trips with my mentor. It's pretty good. Again, the same concept with going into the mentorship, and you're the mentee and you have a mentor with you. Just ask as many questions as you can. And if you don't vibe with your mentor, I'd say give it at least a few days to a week, because it's also good for you to learn character and how to work with somebody that you might not like. And again, this whole mentor thing, you only have to work with them for minimum 20 days if you get all those qualifying days on point. And again, that's minimum. So some people, if you're not as confident and you feel like you need more time, you're gonna drive longer. So just expect for when you get with the mentor to at least be with them for like a month. We do get paid while we're doing this. So the days you're available, now always ask your account manager and your mentee group with CR England for the mentorship. I am getting about $112 a day that I'm available. So that's not bad. But it depends on where you're driving and what you're doing. But it's pretty straightforward. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I'm gonna just take quick little videos of this stuff just to see if you guys have any questions or anything. But I should be done with my mentorship early March. I'm busting out as many days. I could probably get 6 days in a week to drive qualified days. So it's going to take about 2-3 weeks to get that done. And then once that's done, I'm on my own. And all I can say is that a lot of the stuff you do with the test is really not going to be much of what you're doing in the real life. Really get used to backing, and I would say I work best getting thrown into the fire. So a mentor can talk to me all day long and tell me how to do something, but until I actually go do it and fuck up and I go try and back something up or do this or do that, I personally will never learn. I cannot learn like that. I learn by getting in the truck, backing that thing up, and watching the mentor if I need help or whatnot, but I can't learn unless I'm doing it. So I told him that, and he goes, okay, works with me. So a lot of that stuff I can do on myself, because you got to remember the point of the mentorship is for you to be comfortable enough to go on your own to do exactly what you need to do and to do the job. You're not there to, it's have fun, but you're there to get your job done. You're not there to hang out with the guy. You're not there to have random conversations and not talk about anything. Get your modules done as soon as you can. Get everything done as soon as you can. The quicker you can do that, and it depends on how you learn, but the quicker you can do that, the easier it's going to be for you. But just taking the experience, you are getting paid. It's not a crazy amount, but it's better than nothing. There are some internships and stuff that, even coming out of college, our first year, the most they can make, and it says in the orientation, a top 10% first year, which is this is my first year, you can make over $70,000. That is the top 10%, meaning you're safe, you follow the rules, you don't get pulled over, no citations, nothing. So that's what top 10% is. And really, it's not hard to get in the top 10% if you just do the job, if you know how to do everything, you do pre-checks correctly, you get pulled over, you got everything set up correctly. There's nothing they can write you on. Just do your job. Literally, you'll get paid to be a part of the 10% if you just do the job that you were hired to do. If you fuck up, if you get these citations, you get pulled over, you get this or that, you get points against you. You got to remember, if you have a good job coming out of a school to get your CDL, if somebody's willing to pay you $100,000 or 80 or 70 or 60 or $90,000, that's the hookup. But if you guys end up doing something where beginning of the first year, you're not supposed to make a lot of money. And the reason why is because they kind of want to weed people out. I mean, if you don't think you're going to make a lot of money, you're probably not going to stay. And I think it's kind of sad because you have to look at this kind of business. This is like a career path. As much people might not think it is. It's definitely a career path, and you can make a lot of money down the road. I mean, my mentor now, he's making over $100,000. And it's his about third or fourth year with the company. So it's like, dude, and then you got to take in consideration about what you want to do down the road. For me, I just want to start creating, I just want to have a consistent income for a bit because of my history in the past with certain businesses and jobs and stuff, to make sure that you have that set up. And then once you have that set up, you can start looking at things that you want to start doing with the business. Do you want to become an owner operator? Do you want to work for a company for a while? You want to go work and talk about dispatch? You want to be a broker? I mean, there's a lot of stuff in this industry that you can do. But I'll tell you right now, this kind of industry is in need. On the February 7th, by the way, there were a few laws and bills passed that it's going to take it a little step higher to be able to get your CDL, and it probably will take longer now because they did add things to the school. You got to understand as well, the people that are running the states and people that are running the regulated things, they've never really gotten into a truck. So it sucks, but you just have to do it to get it done. It's like when we were getting our driver's license when you're 15, 16 years old. You don't really follow much of those rules or exactly the way it is, like once you get out on the road. But like with this commercial stuff, it's very important to know because we are being paid as professional drivers, and we are being paid to really, make the economy move because of how much we deliver to people and what we deliver to people. Because if there are no truckers, there's no supplies anywhere in the United States, really in any country. I mean, depending on how they deliver their goods and products to people's companies and businesses. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. By the way, is the hat. There's a hat you get if you pass it on the first try. Pretty dope. It's like a trucker hat. I love it. I wear it all the time. If you guys have any questions, let me know. But this is just an update. It's about day 30 since I first started this situation with the trucking. I got to Salt Lake. Yeah, man. Just glad to be home. I love when I come home. Because when I come home, look out my beautiful window. I love it here. They're just building this new spot over here. Bunch of new apartments showing up, but I love being able to come out here, come out to that jacuzzi, come out to the pool, enjoy ourselves. So it's nice being home. It's a nice little reset. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. Remember to like, subscribe. Always try to be as interactive as I can. If I don't respond to you right away, just be patient. They are very strict on no handheld devices while driving. So don't get caught or just don't do it. Focus on the driving, focus on all that. So hope you guys have a good Sunday. Enjoy your week, and I'll talk to you later.